Hi, Glam Fam. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Kate Glamour. Thanks for tuning in. So, today's message. If he wants you, he won't wait. Yeah. If he wants you, he will not wait. He will claim you. He will wife you. And he will marry you. He will marry you. So you don't have to worry about if a man wants you to be his wife or not. That is something that you should never have to question. If your man wants to marry you, if he considers you to be wifey material or wife material, or if he sees a future with you, he will simply marry you. There's no question. There's nothing that he should have to think about. It's not a question if you are marriage material to the guy that you're dating. If he wanted to, he will. He simply will. A man can look at a woman at first glance, right? And determine if he wants her to be his wife. A man can look at a woman at first glance, and that man can make an assessment on if he wants you to be his wife or not. From first glance. From the first time he meets you, the first time he holds and has a conversation with you, he can tell if you are marriage material. He can tell right off the bat. So if you are one of those women who you're with someone and you want to get married, but he hasn't mentioned it and he hasn't brought it up, in any way, shape, or form, he's not going to marry you. No. If you have been with someone for, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, he does not want you as his wife. No, he's not. I'm not here to tell you to break up with him because of that decision, but let's just face it. If he wanted to marry you, he would have done it already. He would have done it already. If a man meets you for the first time, right? He'll know if he wants to marry you right away. It doesn't take years and years and years for a man to figure out if he wants you to be his wife or not. It doesn't take that long. So if you've already been with your man and you are sitting around waiting to be proposed to, it's probably not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. Think about it like this. When you go into your favorite department store, right? And you see a nice pair of shoes that you want, a nice cute pair of heels that you want to get, right? They're your size, they're your color. You have a nice fly outfit to wear with it. You see the pair of shoes, you want them, you get them, right? You don't wait. You don't go home to say, well, you know what, maybe I'll come back and get them another day. Well, maybe they'll have more in stock later. You don't wait. When we go shopping, we see something, we're not going to wait until next week to purchase it. You're going to get it right there when you lay your eyes on it. When you lay eyes on it. You're not going to wait years. You're not going to wait days. You're not even going to wait hours. You're not going to be like, okay, I like these pair of shoes. Let me go out, see what else is out there, and then come back. You're going to be like, no, I like these. I love these shoes. Let me get them now. Because you know why? They might not be here in the next 5 minutes. May not be here in the next 2 minutes. So you're going to go ahead and get those shoes right away. You're not going to wait. The same thing goes for a man. The same analogy goes for a man. If he sees something that he wants, you think he's going to wait years and years to make it his? That's not even in human nature, I don't think. It can't be. Like, when we see something, we want it because we don't want anyone else to have it. We don't want anyone else to, claim it before we do. You see that dress that you want. Are you going to go all the way home and then come back and say, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to, see if I find something else. If you see something you really like, a dress you really like, you're going to get it right away. You're not going to wait. You're not going to wait. When a man sees something that he wants, he's going to go after it right away. He's not going to wait. Why would he? If he truly wanted you, if he truly loved you, he would take you off the market before anyone else does. He's not going to jeopardize losing you to anyone else. So, the ball is in your court as far as what you want to do moving forward. Because if you've been with him for years upon years upon years, I'm telling you here, he's not going to marry you. You know this information. So now that you know that, it's up to you to determine what you want to do moving forward. And if you had any self-worth, if you loved yourself, if you cherished yourself, if you just want to see yourself win, wouldn't you want to spend the rest of your time and the rest of your life? Wouldn't you want to spend the rest of your life with someone who you know may potentially marry you? Why are you sticking around with someone who is not going to marry you? And this is only if your preference is marriage. This is only if you prefer to get married. Then you have something to worry about. Oh, you definitely do. But if you don't even want to get married, if that's not really, what you're going for nowadays and you really don't care, then, carry on. You can proceed. But if you are one of those people who, aspire to get married and you really see it in your future and this is something you really want to do, why waste it with someone who you know is not going to take that next step with you? This person that you're with does not take you seriously. This person is not honoring or respecting your wishes and your commands and who you are. No, they're not. So my question is, why would you be with someone who is not taking you seriously? Why? Why are you with someone who is blatantly disrespecting you by not making you the happiest person on the face of the earth? The person you are with and the person you plan to spend the rest of your life with is supposed to make sure that they are doing everything in their power to make sure that you have the best life, a great life, the life that you've always wanted for yourself. So you're wasting time with someone who is not going to fulfill your needs, not making you happy because they won't put a ring on your finger. But you're okay with that. That's fine with you. You're good with that. Okay. But it's like that's where you need to take the time to do the inner work. You have a lot of inner work to do if you are willing to put up with someone who you know you can do much better than. You have to do the work because you are settling for something that's not making you happy. And you can't possibly love yourself if you are not doing everything in your power to make yourself happy, to love yourself more. Because you clearly do not love yourself enough if you are putting up with someone who does not respect you, want you. At this point, you're not even respecting yourself. You're disrespecting yourself. You are disrespecting yourself. How can you ask someone else to respect you when you haven't even done the work? You haven't even put the legwork in to respect yourself. When you respect yourself, you hold yourself to a higher standard. And when you respect yourself, you want the very best for yourself. And you give it to yourself by any means possible. You give yourself the world because you know you deserve it. And you're not going to let anyone give you less than what you deserve. Right? So you are out of order, and you need to get it together. And this is only if you truly say that you love yourself. You can't possibly have that inner self-worth if you are doing things that you ultimately don't even support. So you really can't ask anyone else to support you because you're not even supporting yourself. For those out there who want more, stop sitting around waiting for your spouse or your partner to give you more. That's your job, to give yourself more. If you want more love, if you want more respect, if you want more attention, whatever it is that you may want, right? Everything starts with you. You're not even giving it to yourself. How do you expect someone else to give it to you? You're not even giving yourself what you want because you're with someone who you don't even want, and someone who doesn't even want you because they won't marry you. The person that you're with won't even marry you, but yet you want somebody else to give you more. You won't even give yourself more because you're still with someone who doesn't even really know. When you start doing the self-care, when you start improving on yourself, on your inner self, we're not just talking about looks here, right? When you start doing the inner work within yourself, you start giving yourself more. Stop waiting for someone else to give you more of anything because you're not going to get it. That's why you're settling, and that's why you're in a relationship for the past 5 to 7 years and your partner won't even commit to you because you're playing around. You won't even get up and fight for yourself, yet you want somebody else to fight for you. You don't even sound worthy of the fight because you're not even fighting for yourself. So, we want a husband, whatever. No, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it until you know that you deserve more. You have to want better. If you don't want anything more than what you have or what you're getting, always want more. You should always want more. You should always aspire to be more. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. If you know you deserve that raise, if you know you deserve, more happiness or whatever in life that it is, if you stay complacent in life, that is not good. Because you're ultimately saying that you're not worth anything else. Right? So we have to do the self-care. We have to work on self-care and not just work on the outer appearance. Outer appearance is fine. We all have to look good. We all have to, we all want to look our best. But that doesn't mean anything if you have not put in the work for that inner. You have to do that inner regiment, that inner care. You have to take care of that first. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself settling for someone who's never going to marry you. If you don't do the inner work, you're going to find yourself settling for someone who doesn't really care about you because you don't even care about yourself. You don't even care enough about yourself to get what you want. You're sitting there with someone who will not and does not and won't ever take you seriously. So, that's up to you. You want to sit around and play games your whole life with yourself, that's fine. Don't expect anyone else to do anything more than what you're doing. Okay? So, make sure that, you are getting everything that you want out of life. You have to go out into the world and get everything that you desire for yourself. Do you really think someone is going to come and sit and bring it to you? You really thought that? Do you really think that? Because that's never going to happen. When you want something, you have to go out and get it. No one's going to bring it to your front door. You have to know that you are worth the fight to go out and get it. You have to know that you are worth that battle to go out and get whatever you want. And if you don't think that you are worth getting what you want, then you need to stop right here in life and start doing that inner work. Then you don't have to settle for someone who thinks you're a joke. You don't have to settle for someone who is going to continually play games with you. Because people will play with us for as long as we let them. People will play in your face for as long as you let them. Or you're letting your partner play, if you want marriage, you're letting your partner play in your face. It's because you're letting them. You can't blame anybody but yourself. You're letting them. You're letting someone play in your face and you're mad at the person who's playing you. You are playing yourself. Initially, you're playing yourself. So of course someone is gonna, think you're a joke. You don't even take yourself seriously enough to not let anybody drag you through the mud. You want people to start taking you seriously. You want people to stop playing in your face. Stop playing in your own face, basically. We are supposed to be giving ourselves, everything out of life. Nothing is unattainable. Nothing is out of reach. Nothing is too far for us to go and fetch when we want it for ourselves and for our lives. Nothing is out of bounds. You want more out of life and you are with someone who is not giving you more, then you need to get rid of them. Because if you are not helping, you are hurting. Why are you with someone who is hurting you? Why? Unless you just simply like it. Because you have people out there who like to get used and abused. If you didn't like it, you would put a stop to it. Why haven't you stopped it? Because you like it. So, if you like being with someone who does not really care about you, someone who just enjoys dangling a carrot in front of your face, then you go right ahead. If you want better, simply go and get better. Why are you don't need anyone's permission to tell you, hey, okay, go ahead and get more. Go get a second plate. You're worth a second plate. Go get your second plate if you know that you're worth it. But if you don't know, or if you don't think that you're worth it, you can continue to stay in the rundown relationship that you've always been in and that you probably always will if you don't wake up and realize your worth. Okay, you guys. So that was my message. Until next time. Bye, divas.